All right, howdy folks, and welcome to Gridiron Live. Hope everyone is having a good Wednesday afternoon. I was just doing some programming like always, banging my head up against the wall, trying to figure stuff out, but I decided I would take a break and continue NCAA 2K3 with our A&M season. Things are not looking too hot for the Aggies right now. 4-6. Tough loss against Missouri. 14-21 off of a interception in overtime. We have 2 games left. We have Oklahoma State, and then, of course, we have the Great Lone Star Showdown. So that'll be the last game. You can see I have my little frame up, which is cool. The frame's kind of heavy, though. Frame is kind of heavy, but I managed to get it up there. Let's see, who are we playing? We're playing Oklahoma State. Let's see. Yeah. So let's take a look at the standings and see where Oklahoma State is. They are 7-4, so it's respectable, you know. They are only 3-4 in the conference, though. So Oklahoma State is looking for their 8th win, and we are looking for our 5th win. And if we do get that 5th win, we'll have one more chance to get to 6-6 and maybe get to a bowl game. If we don't win this one, though, that will not be a possibility. Let's take a look at the coaches poll. See if OK State is ranked, and they are. They're ranked 24 in the coaches poll. 23 in the media. Oh wait, is that Oklahoma State? Yeah, 24. This is the BCS, basically, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah, next game is against Oklahoma State. But before that, let's go ahead and roll the intro.
The right to bear arms is guaranteed in the Constitution, sir.
We're going to hold on to him by the nose, and we're going to kick him in the ass. We're going to kick the hell out of him all the time, and we're going to go through him like crap through a goose.
Roger Vick pounded his lane for 11 yards and a touchdown after taking...
We're going to cut out their living guts and use them to grease the treads of our tanks. We're going to murder those lousy Hun bastards by the bushel.
Alrighty, folks, here we go.
Hello and welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. Thanks for joining us.
Another rainy day in College Station. The weather hasn't been that great recently. 80,000 here in attendance, and it's 63 degrees Fahrenheit. So a bit of a cool day, cold and wet. Alright, so it seems like our offensive identity, judging by the other games, is more of a pass-oriented team, which is a bit of a surprise. So we're gonna lead with that and see if we can't get ahead.
Number 13.
Let's change the camera to broadcast.
Team sets up and is ready to kick it away to start the game. It's away.
I'm pretty excited to get this one over with, or this season over with.
29 comes in and makes the tackle.
I might come back and play, play a few more seasons later on.
Jake, I'm curious to see how this
But I really want to get to NCAA 98. It's a game that I've wanted to get deep in for a while now.
ball at the 25-yard line.
Let's make sure we have our packages up. OK State starts it off with a pitch, a loss of 4, thanks to the big man, number 22. That's one thing I loved about the 2K football games, is that the players were, some of them had that really intimidating frame.
Ball on the 21.
And they actually look like football players. How's it going, Patrick G Mafia? Another rainy day here in College Station,
Caught at the marker. The 45.
as the Oklahoma State Cowboys
After the catch with some nice
throw a
running.
bomb.
Down.
So I got my frame up, if you can see it up there.
Tackle in the game so far. When we say stop here, I want to show you something. All daylight.
My Kyle Field frame, circa 2005-ish. I'm doing just fine. Just taking a break from programming, as I always do. Trying to get to this 5th win.
Pass on that last play.
If we win this one,
Number 14.
we're going to have to play Texas to decide if we're going to be bowl eligible or not.
A gain of 3. Picks up a few there.
It's a bit of an uphill battle.
But getting those early yards makes second and third downs immensely easier.
Let's see what they're going to pick. They're going to go green, so that's 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers. We're going to go nickel.
It's second and about 7.
String some good plays today. Yeah, I think I'm going to go a little bit more pass oriented from the beginning, just because I think that's just
Nicely. Nice work.
what seems to have been working. I guess we're just not really a run heavy team right now.
It's third and
That's what we're going to go with.
he's pressured. Number 13.
What's he going to do? Oh, he makes that one.
Pick up on the third and long, and he gets the first down easy.
Yeah, I was working on,
Number 84.
I was redoing how
Catch despite being in a zone
schemes work in my game.
or a nickel beer night. Watch this one. How he reeled that in, I'll never
Originally, every coach,
ever understand. There were 3 guys covering him. Hey, remember when you
they have the same profile of skills
I do.
that a player does, just in less amount. And so the players passively get boosts to all their stats based on the coach's skills.
Number 84 lines up.
And
Right tackle.
that was a cool enough system, but
Number 13 will pass again.
on top of that, I had a scheme bonus. And on top of that, there was other stuff. So it just seemed like a lot.
Number 13
So I decided well, let me try getting rid of the coach skills and just do scheme bonus, basically. And basically how it works is, block this field goal. The way it works is there's a scheme bonus for each phase. You have offense, defense, and special teams. And if you can imagine like a PIP system, so let's say you have let's say a level 1 scheme is you have 15 points to fill, and each position group only gets max 5. So you can like assign 5 to the quarterback position, and like 3 to the running backs, and 2 to the tight ends, right? You can kind of play around with how you want to set your sliders. And same thing for defense. You know, you can adjust how many points to allocate to defensive backs, how many to linebackers, and how many to defensive linemen. And what that does is it boosts that many points to that position's skills. So if you assign 5 points to the quarterback position, you assign 5 points to all relevant quarterback skills. And if you assign, I don't know, 3 to running backs, all running backs get +3 to running back relevant skills. And so you can see how you would kind of play around with that. You would see, well, you know, right now my roster is kind of weak in wide receivers. So I can either try to allocate more points to them, or I can boost other positions, since my wide receivers are already weak. And the other thing that scheme decides is what packages are available to you to use. So let's say that you've assigned more points to wide receivers than running backs. Right now, that's how it decides for offense. So if you assign, I don't know, 5 points to wide receivers and, you know, 2 points to running backs, it's going to determine that you are an air raid scheme. So it's going to only let you use packages that are in the air raid scheme. So you're kind of locked into different package groups when you decide your scheme sliders. So I thought that was kind of a cool idea, to have scheme be sliders like that, and then also that will decide what packages you can use. And then on top of that, I thought, well, what if there were levels to the scheme? Like if you could have like a level 1 power running scheme, or you could have a level 2 power running scheme, or maybe even a level 3 power running scheme. Now, I was thinking of ways for the coaches to be able to get to those levels, and I thought, well, if it was like points, like a point system, and you could like slowly upgrade your scheme, I thought that would be one way, but it would make it permanent. Packages that suit your team strengths. Like you said, if you're a passing team, the running backs will have to run out of shotgun. Makes more sense. Yeah, that's basically the idea. So I thought, how can I get it to where coaches can upgrade their scheme, but it's not permanent? I was thinking of ways. The way that I came up with was the way a coach upgrades their scheme is purely based on performance. And I don't know exactly what that threshold is, but it's going to be based on like how you ended up that season. Let's say you won X amount of games, or you fulfilled your contract goals, or something like that. So you pass the threshold, and then your scheme gets upgraded to level 2, which doubles the points you can assign. And then you keep going, and you can go up to level 3. So it kind of gives you this ramp to go up on. It kind of gives you this ramp to go up on. But once you hit that level 3 scheme, you can only be at that level for a certain amount of seasons in a row. So as soon as you miss the threshold, or you are at that level 3 scheme, like, I don't know, 3 or 5 seasons in a row, it drops you back down to level 1. And the idea there is that one, coaches kind of have these windows when their scheme is really high and their bonuses are really high, if they can get there, but they can't stay at the top forever. And I think that could be a cool system. Let's say you add a new player. Would he have the level 2 scheme, or would he have to be level 1 and build up with the team? No, the scheme is always applied to the whole team regardless of when they joined. So, for example, if a coach passes the threshold at the end of the season and his scheme gets upgraded to level 2, let's say that he moves to a different team, he would take that level 2 scheme with him, and it would be applied to all the players there. So all the players get the bonus. And there was another thing I was thinking of, like, well, what happens if a player already has a really high skill? Let's say it's on a scale from 1 to 100. If it's 1 to 100, let's say they have, you know, they're rated 90 and something, let's say. And let's say that the coach has a level 3 scheme, so he gets 15 points applied to his skill. Does that mean that he goes over the maximum? You know, that kind of creates a problem. So I thought, well, maybe players can only get to like an 85, let's say, number-wise. Meaning that the only way that a player can reach as close to the highest level possible is with the scheme bonus. That way, scheme bonus is actually really important. And you could really increase your performance, let's say at the high school or college level, if you have like a level 2, maybe even a level 3 scheme. And that's gonna boost your team a lot, but only for a certain time. And then it's gonna bump you down, and then other teams might get that bonus. So the idea is that there's going to be this thing that really helps out different teams at different times based on performance.
Number 13 is back to throw again. Throws.
Coach runs a scheme and the players get the +2, not bad. Coach gets +2 as well, of course. Wrong scheme won't be as good. Yeah, I was thinking about like how the points would actually be applied. Because let's say that all the sliders started even, like quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, and offensive linemen, all their sliders were even. If you were to make it unbalanced, or you would give another point to, let's say, quarterback, that means that a different position would lose a point, right? Does that mean that that position then actually starts getting penalties because you started taking away from them and adding to a different position? Or does it mean that their bonus is just smaller? I actually really like the idea that in order to boost another position, you have to take away from a different one. I do like that idea. But right now, the way it works is, man, we're getting destroyed. Right now, the way it works is, in order to give another point to a different position, a different position's bonus has to be smaller. But I do like the idea that it's actually a penalty. We can either be balanced or be unbalanced. Yeah. I haven't been paying that much attention because I've been talking too much. But I think that would be an interesting system.
It's up. 3 adds the extra point.
A capped boost. Yeah, I'm not sure how I want to make it yet, but it's going to be something like that. And basically, there would be something that would analyze your percentages, like quarterback got 30% of the points, or running back got 50% of the points, or something like that. So it's going to analyze the percentages, and then it's going to throw it into a category. And there's different categories. You have balanced, which means running backs and wide receiver points are equal. You have spread, which means wide receivers are a little bit more than running backs. And then you have air raid, which is wide receivers are a lot more than running backs. And the same true for the running back position. Pro style is going to be running backs are a little bit more than wide receiver points, and then power running is going to be a lot more than wide receivers. That way it can kind of have names and it looks familiar. And then you can kind of quickly identify the scheme that a coach has based on their point allocation. Oh god, we're down 14 points.
Ball at the 25-yard line. Number 4 will throw once again.
Let's see what we can do here. Oh, there's a catch.
That'll bring up third down.
Now can we get 3 yards? We're going to go green. I'm going to cross the tight end and the wide receiver here.
It's third and about 3.
Third and 3, let's go.
Number 4 from shotgun. He's pressured, spirals it.
Oh my God.
Bring up fourth down.
Number 80 was more right than right there, and the ball drifted to the left, and he missed it.
All right, let's just punt it.
Number 20 will
Got to have some kind of faith in the defense.
It's away.
So, yeah, I'm just thinking of like different design game systems like that.
Tackle on the return.
Designing game systems.
They had him sewn up tight.
Because I don't want it to be just like
There's the hit.
a 2K game or a Madden game where players just have numbers and that's it. I think that's been done enough.
For this offense thus far, they've been productive in putting points on the scoreboard and can stretch their lead even further on this drive.
They're going to go black, so that's 3 running backs.
Ball on the 30.
We need them to turn it over.
The Cowboys line up with 2 tight
Yeah, that'd be
ends.
nice.
Number 32 with the carry. Number 33 with the stop after several.
2
on
and
the play.
2 and
Job to
4.
take this one out to the outside.
2nd and 4, I mean. Let's go 4-3.
Second and 4.
The scheme idea works, and the level ups make it rewarding.
Number 32 lines up behind the quarterback. Nice block.
Yeah, basically my whole idea behind that is one, of course, the strategy aspect of it to make roster management more interesting. And there's going to be more stuff that I do with that. But also, I want to create mechanics to create the boom and bust cycle. And what I mean by the boom and bust cycle is every single team, no matter if they're a powerhouse or if they're, you know, at the bottom of the Sun Belt Conference,
Will sit this play out.
they have boom and bust cycles.
Throws middle. Tip. Number 80 was the intended receiver, but the pass.
And maybe it's not so bad for powerhouses, although it can be.
Positioned himself perfectly to act
You know,
as a human fence between the
there are some major programs that
cause the incompletion.
go way down, and then they come up, and they go down, they come up, right? So I wanted to create
Ball on the 42.
this sort of effect where even if a team is really good and they're a powerhouse and they're at the top of the whole league, that doesn't last forever.
Gets the tackle. Credit him with
And eventually
Great read by the defense.
either the talent leaves
They shackled that little run to the outside
or
really quickly.
the talent deteriorates. And there's all these things that conspire together to
It's now third and 12.
to knock that team off the top, and then someone else takes their place.
The Cowboys set up in the
I don't want it to be to where teams, especially the user team, I don't want them
Ball's incomplete.
to like
13 thought his
reach the top and then never be able to come down.
was just too tight.
You've got to admire a secondary that's
I want it to be to where, you know, you might find a window of success, but that's only going to last for a little while. And there's going to be constant challenges to, you know, the game's going to be trying to bring you down the entire way. Right.
Number 4. takes
So it
position.
seems like a lot of games, they're just like elevators, and they just take you up, and you never come down.
That one. It's out of bounds.
I want my game to be the opposite,
Not much distance.
where things get worse and worse and worse, and you have to fight to get up. I think that's a lot more challenging. A lot more entertaining, I mean. Alright, what can we do with this?
Ball at the 23-yard line.
Doing it like that sounds more realistic.
Number 4.
Yeah,
Shotgun.
I want it to be
Bit left.
to where
He's out of bounds, but
staying at one program
They dumped it out right from the shotgun.
isn't boring.
Get the completion, but there wasn't
Like
much
obviously
time
I want
to
people
scrimmage on
to
that one.
be able to change teams and change programs, but I don't want staying at one program to be boring. Like I want it to be to where you could stay at the same program for the entire career, and that would still be fun.
it's now 2nd and
And the
6.
only way to do that is to create these boom and bust cycles.
Number 4 steps back. He's pressured. Short throw.
First off, to make it very hard
No good.
to
Incomplete.
Number 98 was there
become
for the hit,
successful,
but it was incomplete.
and then on top of that, even harder to maintain the success.
Depend on his tight end as a safety valve. They've got
And there's just constantly new challenges and different. The game is attacking you from all these different angles, and you have to manage all of it.
It's now 3rd and 6.
I think that would be the best way to make it work.
Number 4 will put it up again. He's pressured. Throws left. Tip.
Jeez.
Pass again falls incomplete. 2 in a row.
Guys get old and you have to be good in the draft or graduate. Keeps the user on his toes. Or hers. Yeah, that's the idea. I never want them to be bored.
Number 20 will punt for the 2nd time.
Yeah, I never want them to be bored.
Oh, fantastic punt here.
I want every win to be
Number 32.
earned and valuable.
Number 26.
Even if you only got 5 or 6 of them, I want it to be an achievement, you know. And then I want there to be enough mechanics and difficulty to where staying at one program for a very long time is always new, always fresh, because there's always new things happening.
Penalty flag down. Let's find out what it's for.
Got a flag.
Encroachment.
Oh.
Defense.
Got an encroachment penalty called on me. I called an audible.
Number 96. Ball at the 42-yard
I don't know how this game's gonna go.
Number 64 gets set after committing the penalty. Number 89 makes the tackle. That's number 2 on the day.
That play was supposed to go
The
off
baseball
that
game I'm
field.
playing, I've won 4 championships in 14 years.
You gotta follow your blocking pattern.
So rewarding, but difficult at the same time. What kind of championships? Is that like the World Series, basically?
It's 2nd and 5.
My prodigy will be ready soon. They allow you to have a player that is essentially you or your son be a player as you coach.
Got the first. Nice job.
It's called the Baseball Cup. Okay. So, yeah, four titles in 14 years is not too bad, I would say. But I'm basing my difficulty more on percentages. like on realistic percentages. So I looked at, you know, who's the coach that has the most Super Bowls, let's say. Or what's that number? And it's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 of them. And same thing for like college national championships. You know, who's the coach that has the most of them? What's that number? I think it's like 7 right now with Nick Saban. You know, who's the coach that has the most state titles in high school? So I want to look at those numbers and see actually just how many coaches actually get there. So out of all the coaches, what is the percentage that you're actually going to win a, you know, a certain championship of a certain type? That could be like a division title or a conference title or a national title or some other kind of title. What's the probability that you're actually going to get there? And when you look at the numbers, it's not very high. You know? The way a lot of football games are made makes it to where you are always going to get there. But I think that if the game's difficulty were able to produce results that were similar to real life, that means that out of all the people that play the game, only a small percentage of people would actually, you know, win the very best titles consistently. That doesn't mean that, you know, you can't, you know, still win plenty of games and, you know, win smaller titles. I just want it to be kind of reflective of real life stats. Scotty Bowman has won a lot too, famous hockey coach. Sim games are generally hard. I'm just good at them. Yeah, there's, you know, players have different skill levels and different attention to detail and all that stuff. All that stuff that determines the outcome of the game. But I want the game. I want the game to be very fun. You can have a very fun game and still have it be very hard. You know, I don't think that success equals fun. Fun is a very fine balance that you have to find the right mechanics for and everything. I don't want the game to play itself. I really don't like that feeling. And I get that a lot from pretty much from most football games. I get the feeling that the game plays itself. Like, no matter what I really pick, I keep getting flags. No matter what I do, kind of doesn't really matter, because I'll probably have generally the same amount of success, more or less. Or to the very least, I won't do that badly if I don't really care what I'm doing. I want it to be to where every decision matters, every decision has an impact. And it feels like the game doesn't play itself. I won real sim leagues in baseball. DPS knows I won some titles with the New York Mets. The older I get, the more I realize you don't have to win to have fun for sure.
Oklahoma State exercises their first timeout.
Carried this one off his left guard, but there wasn't much room.
Yeah, someone in this NCAA 14 Facebook group said that winning is boring. I don't think winning is boring, although I also don't think that winning is fun. It's not necessary, is what I'm saying. You can be bored and not win, and you can be bored and win. Just
The clock reads 6.
it just depends on your game design. But out of the two, I would think that I would want it to be harder to win, but still to be fun in either case.
Number 3 does a good job here adjusting for the rank. This is a tough
Winning is hard and it has to be earned. Need luck too. Yeah, winning is
adds to their commanding lead.
it's not easy.
Now up 17-0.
So that's kind of my goal, is
Number 3 lines
to make it fun,
and we're ready for the kickoff.
but also hard to win.
This will send them deep. Number 34
Because if winning the game or if winning the championships is the only source of fun, then yeah. If you don't let the user win a lot, then it's not going to be fun. But it's only going to be one source of fun and satisfaction. There's going to be a lot of different things that are going to be part of the fun factor. Especially once we start getting into some of the
Number 3 sets up and will kick it away to start
some of the presentation and retro stuff that I want to do.
This is a
And I'll
good kick.
talk about that at some point later when I actually know how that's going to work.
20. Penalty marker down on the plate. Let's listen to the call.
Winning gets you laid. I guess it could.
Number 25 draws an obvious foul for offensive holding. Does this guy not realize that those guys in the black and white stripes are paid to
If you're
watch
Urban
the
Meyer, I guess.
Hello?
Okay. Let's see. Can we just do like a power run on these guys?
Ball on the 11.
I have a good running back. I have two of them.
The Aggies line up with their tight end left. Number 34 will run it off the left guard. Number 34 makes the hit.
Carried this
I also didn't check their player rating, so I don't even know how good they are.
2nd and 1. Number 34 lines up behind the quarterback. Number 34 will carry again. Makes his way between the tackles for about 4 and a first down.
They ran the exact same play, Jake, and the defense isn't stopping them. Well, they got to catch on faster than that.
Ball at the 23-yard line. Number 34.
Let's make this pass to the right side.
Number 4 fades back. He's pressured. Throw.
Ah.
Incomplete.
Something went wrong there. Either the ball went where it wasn't supposed to or the receiver did.
Let's go 64 curl.
Ball on the 23.
That 34 can run hard when he wants to.
Gets a block. He's pressured. Spirals at middle.
Thought we had that one.
Intended receiver incomplete.
Purdue is 12-0 and up on Minnesota.
Find its intended receiver. Well, I think the moist conditions are getting to him, Jake.
Moist. Delicious chocolate cake is moist. This is pouring, sopping, stinking wet, my friend.
I take it rainy days and Mondays always.
Okay,
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Number 4, he's back to throw again. Throw. Caught
Got it.
sideline. 45. He's finally stopped but not before a big gain on the third down play to get the first down and a whole lot more.
All right, we got that one.
The Aggies have a first after the big pass on that last play. Number 83 lines up wide right.
34.
Number 19 makes
Oh, who's injured?
holds him to just a few.
Number 10. Guessing that's a defensive back, I guess. You think the Aggies get in a bowl game this year in this game? Well, if we can't win this game, we're not going.
Number 10, it's now second and
Because we have 4 wins. So we have to win this one and the next one to get to 6.
oh, great block. It'll be third down.
And unless
They decided to
we
run
have
the same
like,
play back-to-back, and the defense wasn't
unless we
able
get
to
into a
stop
pity
them.
bowl, which is like
Boy, they shut this one down.
a 5-win bowl team, we're not going bowling, that's for sure.
Third and 4. Number 4 steps back. He's pressured. Throw. It'll be
God dang it.
fourth down.
We're going to run.
Number 10, they're going for the first down on fourth and
They are in the,
the Aggies.
what,
line up
3-3? 3-4? Ah,
team made a drive-stopping tackle there, forcing the turnover on downs. Great job, and his offense heads on the field.
screw the quick E-Mart bowl, I hear you.
It's a huge tackle. Watch this stop.
We need the big fat stinky cheese.
Get the first down.
Jim, that didn't work at all. What do you think of that call?
It doesn't look like we're going though. That's okay, because I'm kind of eager to play NCAA 98 anyway. And I'll probably continue this at some point.
The 36-yard line.
I really want to play, I want to get deep in on NCAA 98. Go way back to 1997.
Throws middle.
Back when the Aggies were one of the powerhouse teams.
Grab of this game. Number
The good R.C. Slocum era.
30 as he makes that catch, leaps up into the air, gets both hands on the football, then comes back to earth.
What impressed me about that is that he had total
The age of Randy McCown and
touch the football.
And you're in good hands when he's making the catch.
Datwin. I think Datwin was there in 97. I can't remember.
Outstanding protection for this quarterback today. He's had
What's
plenty
going on
of
with the
time to
Rat
sit back
series?
and pick and choose his targets.
That's still in the second round, I think, of the playoffs.
Will put it in the air again. Tosses left. The 30, the 20.
So,
He's out of bounds, and he will
yeah, I'll get back to that as well. I just realized, though, that
does a fantastic job of getting where he needs to be. Watch this.
if the playoffs are 5-7-7-7, that means that there's more playoff games than in the regular season. Or yeah, there's more playoff games than there are regular season games. So I should have turned down the playoff games as well. There's like a whole another season basically in the playoffs
to the big pass.
if we're only playing 14 season games. So it's kind of a lot of games.
Is wide right. Number 13 from the gun.
Maybe sim a few playoff games to end the series.
Closes in and makes the stop, but that's reception number 7.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Maybe play the first 1 or 2 in the round and then sim the rest.
Coverage. Well, let's roll that one again. He splits the defenders and comes down with it.
Jim, they couldn't have
That might be a
played
good
any
idea.
better. How do you stop it?
Boy, I don't know. Maybe triple coverage.
Yeah, Oklahoma State doesn't care about my defense.
definitely has a hot hand this quarter. He can't miss.
Number 80 will sit this play out.
Yep, Oklahoma State.
Number 33 came up with a stop, his 5th today.
Maybe we can get a goal line stand.
2nd and goal.
Assuming they make the field goal, though, that'll still be 20-0.
Wideouts. Number 13 from shotgun. Keeps dropping back. Spirals it left. Incomplete pass.
Number
3rd and
14
goal.
was wide open. You know, Jake, I think he got a little too excited when he saw that open field and took his eye off the ball.
3rd and goal. The Cowboys have an empty backfield. Number 13 drops back. He's pressured. Throw.
Oh, they got it.
And scored.
Number
It's always
locks onto his receiver and
it's always a worse feeling when you stop them on
by the defender.
first and second
On that one, he saw the single coverage that he wanted
and
put
third.
it on the money.
Terrific throw. He put it where only the receiver could catch that one.
Number 3 lines up for the point after.
Well, yeah, I guess there's no point in actually playing the Lone Star Showdown in this game
3 tacks on
this
the
season
extra point.
because can't even get to bowl eligibility. Might as well just sim it.
Oklahoma State, after the score, have a comfortable lead, 24-0.
That's another thing I was thinking about for my game. Do I want people to be able to sim the seasons, sim the games? And although it is convenient,
Number 3 will kick this one away.
I'm actually leaning towards no. Because there's a lot that goes on in the game and a lot of things that matter and
One catches
part of the
it in
game.
zone.
I think winning can be a little too easy if it's just click, 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 click. I'm actually leaning towards no fast sim for the user.
Ball on the 23. The
Quick Emart Bowl it is. Aggies fans are asking to fire the offensive coach.
Aggies from the gun.
That's what they were doing in real life last year.
Caught sideline.
Oh, what about this touchdown though?
5, the 25, the 15, the 5.
Oh, 83 shakes him off. There's 6 points.
Number 83 pulls off a whopper.
And can't kick the field goal or the extra point because our kicker has nubs for feet.
They'll go for
We're going to rely on the tight end here. Hopefully he can get open.
Number 83 is to the left. Number 4 will throw once again. Gets a block. Short throw
Got
down
it.
the middle. The 2-point
There's 8
conversion
points.
is successful.
Pretty gutsy call to punch it in for 2, Jake.
Hey, you never know when it could come
Cut
in
the
handy.
kicker. Well, we only have one kicker, so
$1 in your pocket or 2.
may not be a good idea.
Do a commercial for a long-distance phone company, is it?
Texas A&M keep themselves in the game, but they'll have to score twice. They now trail 24-8. Number 13 lines up for the kickoff.
So we're down 2 scores still.
Number 32 catches it deep. The 20, 25.
I don't think I'm quite ready for the onside kick,
Makes the tackle on the return.
but it did go through my head. I do agree with some people that the onside kick is quite possibly the worst play in football.
Number 13 from shotgun.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a sack.
He made the nice grab and slipped ahead for a few extra. First down.
From the shotgun, they dump it out right. And complete it for a good gain. Past the markers, and that'll get them a new set of downs.
Gonna go gold, so that's 3 wide.
I think they found something going to the air here. They're picking apart the secondary.
Number 81 lines up wide.
Nowadays, onsides are at 11% hit rate.
13 will put it up again. Throw. Incomplete pass.
Number 27 positioned himself.
Yeah, I also wouldn't mind like a 4th and 15 or something like that,
And caused the incompletion. Very
which is actually in Legend Bowl, I think. The game, computer game Legend Bowl. I think they went with a 4th and 15 instead of an onside kick, which I actually wouldn't mind for my. I wouldn't mind it for my game, but
Number 13
I kind of feel like I should stay true to the sport and just have the onside kicks in there.
target on consecutive plays.
Number 13 thought his receiver had a fair shot at it, but the cover
3rd and 10.
too tight.
You've got to admire a secondary that sticks with them that close. 3rd and 10.
Big old 33. What does he bench, like 600?
Number 13 fades back.
Come on.
Throw.
Oh, it's a flag though.
Penalty marker on the play. Let's
Watch it be pass interference.
ineligible receiver.
Oh, ineligible receiver. That means that still Oklahoma's ball.
The Cowboys will go back to square.
Oh, he was out of bounds. Okay.
All that hard work gone to waste.
That's not one that you see very often. Ineligible receiver.
It's 3rd and 15.
33 looks mad.
Get set after committing the penalty.
He looks buff for sure, though.
Throw.
Come on. Oh, we barely got it. 4th and 2.
Small sigh of
Please
relief
punt
on
it.
that play, Jake. They gave up a pretty decent game, but still managed to stop them short, and that will bring up 4th down.
Let's try a block.
Number 4 will punt for the 2nd time. Nice punt. Number 31 makes the catch. Number 34 makes the tackle on the return.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
Ball on the 23.
Are we still in this game?
From shotgun. Throw.
That's a good catch right there.
Applies the brakes yet again. His 6th tackle.
Nice gain on 1st down. Well, I can't stress how big an advantage it is when you can get good positive yardage on 1st down.
Number 80 lines
Don't
up.
know why this wasn't working earlier.
To throw again. Dumps it off. That'll bring up 3rd and short.
Number 3 had the
At
ball
3rd
in
and
sights,
1.
but the pass went way behind him.
3rd and 1.
We can't get 1 yard.
Number 68 breaks through and takes the runner down.
80 has made some plays today. Well, he's going to have to make one more.
On 4th and 3, they're going to go for it.
Maybe a pass to the running back.
Number 4 from the gun. Throw. It falls incomplete, and they'll be forced to give the ball over on down.
Well, that was disappointing. Thought we had something going.
Ball on the 30.
21 is a punk. He missed the open flat catch. What a bum. Yeah.
Gets a block.
Guess he's more of a blocker.
A gain of 8.
This was designed to go way
32
out.
with the Heisman pose.
Took it elsewhere. He did pick up yards, however, thanks to some fancy feet and a little luck. Terrific control and accuracy passing the ball today. He's really kept this offense moving.
Number 32.
Yeah, our QB has actually missed some crucial throws out of the backfield in previous games.
It'll be 3rd and short.
They tried to stick with the same play based on the results the first time. But
By that I
this was
mean
not about
he
the
missed
ball.
entirely, like he went to a different receiver when the running back was wide open.
It's 3rd and 2. The Cowboys look like they're going with the shotgun. Number 13 from shotgun. Tosses middle. The pass is
Ooh,
incomplete.
another 4th down.
Managed to cut off the line from the QB to the receiver by putting his body in the path. That was crafty pass defense. There's no way the ball was getting to the receiver.
It will be a
Let's see if he can make that kick. Still have 4 minutes.
It's up.
That's missed.
He missed
That
it.
hit the invisible net on the right side.
Everybody, especially himself, by not nailing the field goal there, Jake.
Boy, he had a good look at it too, Jim. Something must have thrown him off.
Okay.
Somebody on the other team yelled Noonan right before he kicked. That works once in a while.
Ball at the
Let's do a little
22-yard line.
5-wide action.
Number 4 from the gun. Number 4
Throw that ball.
throws middle. A gain of 13.
Number 6 survives a crucial tackle. Have the tight end on the left. I do like those crossing patterns on the left side.
35. Number 6 will sit this
Fugazi kickers.
Number 4 will put it in the air again. Throw.
Ooh.
Number 98 was the intended receiver on that play.
It's close to interception.
Number 20 used his body as a shield to force that incompletion, and that's not as easy as he made it look. He had to make the read, react, then get to the right position to prevent the ball from getting to its target.
2nd and 10.
Maybe a draw play here.
Number 34 with the carry.
Oh, that was a hard-fought first down. All right, we don't have that much time to spare.
Ball at the 46-yard line.
Got to move a little quicker.
Number 34 is lined up behind the
Bigger
quarterback.
chunks.
Number 4 from shotgun. Nice block. He's pressured. Spirals it right.
Good catch.
12.
From the shotgun, they dump it out right and complete it for a healthy gain. More importantly, however, they move the chains. Nice play.
Let's keep it going. Keep it moving.
Number 3 is wide right.
Texas is up on Oklahoma, 38-13.
Will throw once again. He's pressured. Spirals it middle.
Oh.
Pass is incomplete.
Number 83 was open over the middle. No excuses for not getting a completion there.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. 3 minutes left.
Number 4 from the gun.
Throw that ball.
Down the middle. That'll bring up 3rd
Not
and
to
12.
Oklahoma State, though.
That's the kind of play that makes the entire team wins. That pass was way off.
3rd and 10.
Let's make something happen here.
Aggies have their tight end to the left. Number 4 will put it up again. Throw. Number 22 takes him down after a
4th and
medium
5.
Some pretty good yardage on that play, but they're still going to be looking at a fourth down
Let's
situation.
see.
It looks like they're going for it on 4th and 5.
Looking for the tight end on this one.
They'll go with 2 wide receivers. Number 4 from shotgun.
Do it.
He's pressured.
Ah.
Pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to turn the ball over on down. Jim, that didn't work at all. What do you think of that?
Another 4th down failure.
This was a big stop for the defense.
Ball at the 36-yard line.
That might have been my last opportunity to really have a chance at closing the gap.
Number 13 from the gun. Throws. It's incomplete.
Number 13 grew behind his man, which is a surefire incompletion in this kind of weather.
I hear you, Jim. Maybe it's time to leave.
We'll just keep the pressure up.
I agree. The ground is wet too, but at least you know it isn't going to slip away from you.
Ball on the 36. The Cowboys go with one man back.
We got a 5-man blitz out of the dime.
That'll bring up third down.
Carried this one away right, and he gets a few.
Stay in the nickel this time.
It's 3rd and 5. Number 26 lines up behind the quarterback.
Get him.
26.
Ah,
Not again.
come on.
Finishes his way through the defense for a big gain and the first down.
Yeah, should probably call a timeout.
Exercises their first timeout.
Although there are still 2 minutes on the clock. Green is 3 wide.
Ball at the 41-yard line.
Fake Ricky Williams on the run.
Gets a block. Number 26 gets it again.
We just got tackled.
Nails him after a couple of yards.
Carried this one just left of center, and gets a few.
It's 2nd and about 7.
San Jose State 70-31 over Hawaii. Jesus.
Nice block. It'll be 3rd and long.
Oh my, nice play by the defense. They picked the runner up quickly and stopped him in his tracks.
Texas
I know Ricky Williams went to Tennessee, but it sounded funny, so I went with it. Yeah, I have no idea where Ricky Williams went. Stands look a little empty here in Kyle Field. Although it's more likely because of the freezing rain, or the cold rain, I should say. It's not quite freezing.
The Cowboys have their tight end to the right.
Oh, we got him.
That'll bring up 4th and long.
A couple of losses in a row for this defense, and you know, Jake, that's all it takes to get these guys fired up. They're going to be even hungrier on this next play.
Number 4 sets up for his
Still have a
first
minute
punt.
left.
Oh, terrible punt.
Where is this going?
Short punt that goes out of bounds. Not his best kick.
At about the 20, 25.
A minute 22 on the clock.
We probably have some routes that go towards the sideline.
He's pressured. Spirals at middle. A gain
I
of
did catch that one, though.
ball on the 38. Number 3 lines up wide right. Number 4 will pass again. Dumps it off. It's tipped. The pass falls incomplete.
Number 98
All
was in
right.
prime position to make the catch, but the ball was just a little too far to his left to be caught. Incomplete pass.
1:10 on the game clock. The Aggies.
We gotta throw it downfield.
Number 4 from the gun. He's pressured. Throw. Number 10 makes the tackle after several yards on the play.
I like that call. Really close the gap to the first down. Let's see what they do coming up.
It's 3rd and about 3.
See if we can't get that long route.
Number 4 is back to throw again. Oh, great block. toss is middle. Fourth down coming up.
Another fourth down.
Positioned himself perfectly to act as a human fence between the quarterback and the receiver and cause the incompletion. Very impressive.
On 4th and 3, they're going to go for it.
Maybe the tight end will be open here.
Number 4 from shotgun. Throw.
God dang it.
Complete, and they'll be forced to give the ball over on down.
That's 3 fourth down failures in a row. I think that's it. If there was hardly any chance just a while ago, there's certainly not a chance now.
7 seconds to go.
Unless they drop it.
The Cowboys line up with a split backfield.
And they kneel.
Number 13 takes a knee.
Yeah, they're just going to kneel it. Well, well, well. I think that's going to do it then.
Ball at the
30 seconds. 1 timeout left. I need, what, 16 points? So I have to score twice and get 2 2-point conversions. Quiet day here in College Station. That's it. Game over. Yikes. How many fourth down conversions did I have? 5 attempts, 0 conversion rate. There were no turnovers though. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Yikes. So that was a 10-63 loss versus UT. Ouch. So are these... So the conference championships are for the SEC, South Carolina, Mississippi, or Ole Miss, I guess. Big 12 is Texas and Iowa State. The MAC, I got Northern Illinois and Miami, Ohio. Texas, number 32, got the Heisman. So Texas steamrolls Iowa State 44-0. Northern Illinois gets the MAC championship. Let them laugh now. We will be in. We'll be back and better than ever. The SEC title goes to South Carolina. Have the All-Star and the Senior All-Star Bowls. Sim all of that. Let's see. Florida State won the national championship. Okay, so It's the end of the season. New coach taking over a program, going to be rough to start. Your toast soon. I kind of like this screen. Kind of reminds me a little bit what I'm trying to do with coach prestige and legacy and all that stuff. So I think the way this screen works is for everything that you do, you get points, and then the all-time greatest coaches are here. You can see their points. So I have 38 points, and this guy, I'm guessing that's what, Bear Bryant? I don't know. Has 38 years, 38 seasons, 78% win percentage, 6 championships, and almost 3,000 points. That's a long ways. Need to fix the weaknesses this off season, yeah. So I think I'll take a break from 2K3 for a bit. Get back into the Raptors, but also I want to start up NCAA 98. Also in coach mode, of course. I think that'll be fun. So I don't know which one I'll be doing next time, but it'll be one of those. Year 3, we should kick tush. Should kick tush this year. In this game or the Raptors? I don't know. But yeah, it is about 4 o'clock. So it is time for me to go. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. But I think that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Patrick G. Mafia, for being in the chat. But yeah, I will be seeing you guys in the next one.